Well, good morning, everybody. So glad you're joining us for Sunday Fun Day. We're going to get it all started. And to get started, we're going to come to the middle part of our mat. And we're going to step our feet out to the sides of the mat with the sides of our feet running parallel to the mat. A little bit of math going on already. It's a little chilly here. So our workout today is going to involve a lot of movement, slow, controlled, balance, and all kinds of good physicality. And as we do that, we're going to be training our body to function better. Let's take a deep breath in. Let's draw our shoulders up. Let's open our palms to face forward and separate your fingers and thumbs widely. And then use the arms, straighten them out, and then sweep the hands back, keeping those arms nice and straight. As we begin to expand through the chest, we're going to find length through the body. Starting from the feet, take the heels and try to push them away from the center line of the body. Just the heels activating, just that push away of the heels itself should be activating the muscles along the side part of the body. You can kind of feel it up in your butt area. Now, let's take the chest, make it proud, and then relax it. Let's round the shoulders forward and then hollow out your tummy. I like you to pull your belly button in towards your spine. And then let's grow the spine as we inhale, pull the shoulders up a little higher if we can, and sweep the arms back a little more. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale this one, let's bring the hands up, palms facing to the sky, shoulder height. Now, as you inhale, open the arms. Use the thumbs to kind of guide the pull of the arms as far back as you can. And then sweep back forward. Rotate the palms to face, and then interlock the fingers and pull your butt back. You'll notice I didn't say bend your knees and pull your butt back. Try to keep as much straightness in the legs. Now, as you inhale, raise the arms. And as you exhale, let's lower them all the way down. And then try to take your shoulder blades and squeeze them together. And keep those muscles that you just activated active. Bring the hands back up and try to lift them just a little higher as you inhale. And on this exhale, fold it all the way down. Inhale, extend to a flat back. Exhale, let the upper body fold. Now, we started middle of mat. That means you can step your hands forward and your feet back to come into plank. Let's let the chest just sink into the shoulders. And then as we hold there, let's pull your belly up and into the spine. And then slowly lower your knees down onto your mat and step your hands back under shoulders. We're going to articulate the spine a little, simply cat and cow. Let the head fall. And then pull your tailbone, tuck your tailbone under. And then let's push our chest towards earth, letting it go right through that shoulder capsules, pulling the back of the head high to the sky. And let's roll the tailbone up towards the sky also. Now, while we've done that, we've kind of created a length through our belly. I'd like you to try to hollow out now. Try to pull your belly button up and into your spine, just to kind of deepen or intensify that little stretch we're feeling there. And then we're going to reverse, coming back into cat-like position. Let the head just fall off your body. And then on the next breath, push your chest through to the earth, back of head and tailbone, roll to the sky. Hollow out that tummy of yours. Keep it hollowing up. And now let's tuck your toes under and float the knees. And then lower them back down onto your mat. Float them up. Lower them down. Float them up, lower them down. And this time as we raise, pull your hips up to the sky. Drive your heels hard to the mat. Pedal the feet ever so slightly, left and right. And then let's make an effort to stop that and then drive both heels as best we can to the mat. That nice lengthening of the lower leg muscles. Pull your butt higher to the sky.
Take a big breath in. As you release it, step your feet forward. We are still folded. So inhale, extend to a flat back. Exhale, fold back down. As you inhale from the base of the spine all the way to the low back, middle back, and upper back, try to roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Coming up to stand, open the palms to face forward. Row. Oh, everything pulling to the sky. Let those shoulders release up. Now, straighten the arms, expand the fingers. Use the hands to guide that whole arm unit backwards. Take another big breath in and bring the hands up to salute the sun. Good morning, everybody. Every time I say good morning, I think of Good Morning Vietnam. You know that movie with Adrian Cronauer, Robin Williams? We know. Yeah, don't bore me with the details. Let's lower the hands down, flipping the palms to face the earth. Let's bring the thumbs together and then baby fingers sweep back. Flip the palms to the sky, sweep the arms to the sky, fold all the way down, step it back to plank, hover low, and then hover high. Pull hips up and back to down dog. Float it back to plank, hover low, hover high, pull up and back to down dog. Come back to your plank, hover it low, push it back up, pull up and back to down dog. Step the feet forward, keep folded. Inhale, extend to a flat back. Exhale, lower, one vertebrae at a time from the low, middle, upper back, rolling up. Opening palms, facing them forward. Lengthening those arms, sweeping the hands back. Inhale, extending to the sky, saluting tall. Take a opportunity now to interlock the fingers and then use the hands to pull everything higher. And then while you work to continue to lengthen both sides, we're going to take those interlock fingers over to the left. Feel a nice side body lengthening going on. Want to make sure we're not compressing one side to lengthen the other. Both are lengthening, right? Yes. Come back center. Pull, pull, pull to the sky and extend over to the right side, keeping that left arm as long as you can. Try not to bend through the elbow. As you exhale this time, come back center. Release those fingers, let the arms flow all the way down as you fold down to plank pose. Step it back. Hover low and then hover high. Pull up and back to down dog. Making some progression here. Keeping the down dog position and then let your knees descend towards the mat. And then lift them up off the mat. Pull your hips up. Pull them backwards. Drive the heels to the earth. Float it back to plank. Hover it low. Hover it high. Knees are optional. Pull up and back to down dog. Drive the heels earthward. Now keep the heels driving earthward. Try to lower the knees gently towards the mat. Let them just touch and then pull your butt up. Drive the heels earthward. Float it back to plank. One more hover low. One more hover high. One more up and back to down dog. Drive those heels, lower those knees, and let them come all the way down onto the mat. Now, tops of your feet, flip your toes backwards so the tops connect and extend the arms out. And then walk your hips backwards. As they go backwards, let them kind of descend. So we have a lot of flexion through the knee. Now, if you found a nice comfortable spot to place your rear end, let's just keep it there. And then let's take the arms. If you have forearms on mats, let's lift them up off and then use the fingers to walk the hands forward. Now, from the center line, we're going to go left, but we're going to keep the hands the same distance apart. So we're just walking left and right simultaneously. Kind of like we have a field goal that's blowing in the wind. Should feel a nice lengthening through the right side of the body. Going to walk it back to the center and then opposite side. And then as you release your next breath, let's walk back center, come back up into all fours. Now, extending the arms or shoulder capsules forward is what I'm demonstrating right now. As we tuck our toes under, I like you to take your chest and push it through the arms. Keep the elbows locked out and then push down so you can kind of feel a little change. Now, I'm going to try to do something which is amazing. And hopefully you're going to try to do the same thing. I like you to try to take your shoulder blades and pull them away from the center line of the body without pushing through. Now, pull the knees up, pull the hips up and back, down dog. Drive the heels to the earth. Walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, extend to a flat back. Exhale, fold back down. From the low spine, middle, and upper, one vertebrae at a time. Rise up. Open the palms to face forward, separating the fingers widely. Arms are as straight as the hands. Pull them back. Take a big inhale, sweep up. On the exhale, lower the arms right beside the body. Palms are facing forward. We're going to take our butt. You'll notice I'm pulling it back without bending my knees. I'd like you to do the same or try. Get that nice lengthening over those hamstrings. I'm going to try to tabletop. Your best version of tabletopping. Now, in that position, let's pull the head forward and then take the back of the head, lift it to the sky. And if you feel a little more tension forming down in the low back, that's great. That's exactly what we're targeting. Now keep it strong. Sweep the hands forward. So the arms are long. I'm going to turn the thumbs to face the sky, and we're going to cantilever. So we feel this nice intensification of muscle activation through the hamstrings and low butt. Do you feel it? Good. Now take a big breath. Lengthen. Exhale. And on the next breath, unhinge through the hips, arms sweeping to the sky slowly. Beautiful. And release, fold, walk out plank. Pull up and back to down dog. Come back to plank. Come up and back to down dog. And plank. Take the left leg, lift it into the air. Switch it for the right. Switch it for the left. Switch it for the right. And then take the left leg, lift it, hold it up, pull up and back to down dog. Sweep it back to plank. Switch legs. Come back to plank. Switch legs. You get the movement now, right? Just continue to alternate side to side. Try to increase the range of motion of lift of the leg with each subsequent change. And add a little bit of a hip opening to what we're doing. Open the hip higher as you lift the leg. It's going to target a little more of the outside of the muscle. Outside muscles of the hip. It's just generating a little bit of a heart rate because we are moving, which is great for us in this cold day today. Come back to plank, everybody. Let the knees drop. Walk the hands back. And I'm going to reposition this shirt because it was crowding up. As we come into a kneeling position, I'm going to tuck toes under at the back. Take the hands and reach them all the way up to the sky. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, fold down onto all fours. Flex through the spine. Let the head fall off your body. Let's come back down onto neutral spine position, pulling the back of the head to the sky. Step the Hands out to the sides of the mat. Excuse me, with baby fingers running parallel to the sides themselves. Now, let's push out of the shoulders. So we're going to take the center of the spine, kind of pull it to the sky and push hard with the arms. And you can kind of see in your peripheral vision that your shoulder capsules have pushed to the front part of your body. Let's keep that length there as you inhale. And on the exhale, let's change that. Let's push the chest through the shoulders to the top parts of the arms. So we feel a little bit of a pull just in the back of the shoulder joint itself. Now keep that active. Pull the back of the head higher. Let's float the knees. Let's gently lower. Let's float the knees. Gently lower. Hold on this for 1 second. Readjust. Sometimes when we start to do things, we revert. Now I want you to try to push the chest through. Pull the back of the head high. Hold that. Lift the knees. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Hold up. Inhale, pull the butt up to the sky. Exhale, step the feet forward. Remain folded as you inhale, extend to a flat back. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, sweep the arms high to the sky. Back face to face, seeing your beautiful faces again. Good morning. Now, bring the hands down over heart. Take the right foot, step it forward, left foot steps back. Separation of church and state. Let's make sure that the feet are separated. We're not on a tightrope. We practiced that yesterday. This is a different practice today. The front leg, I'd like you to bring as much straightness as you can to it. Back heel is off the earth. You can certainly have it down for stability if needed, but if you can, let's bring this exercise up and into the core. So we're really balancing now. There's a slight forward lean of the upper body. Take those hands over heart, interlock the fingers, push the hands forward. Slowly rotate the shoulder carriage to the right, and then come back to your center line. And continue. Think of quality of movement when we're moving here. We're not really moving arms, we're moving the whole integrated package. Hands, arms, shoulder carriage. We're rotating through the spine. We're using those nice oblique muscles. We're kind of strengthening them. And we're integrating this movement with what? The legs, yes. It's kind of like a systemic movement pattern. You love it, I know. Come back center, bring hands back over heart. Take the back foot, step it forward. Step the opposite foot back. Separating church and state. Interlock the fingers. Make sure that left leg is nice and straight as you extend the arms forward. We have a lean forward. We have a rotation to the left. And come back center. And we are continuing. You may notice, like I do, I feel more wobbly on one side than on the other. Yeah. This is definitely my wobbly side. But weebles may wobble, but they don't fall down. Of course, you have to be old enough to know that one, right? I think we all are. All right, come back center. Hands over heart. Back foot forward, hands to the sky. Inhale, extend. Exhale, half forward fold. Whoops. Palms are facing the earth. Let's take your thumbs now and try to rotate them to the sky. And you get that nice, hopefully nice activation across the shoulders, across the back. Come all the way up to standing position. Sweep your hands all the way up. Let's take the thumbs now and rotate them to the center so they face, and then rotate them all the way forward, as far forward as you can. Pull back the hips. So we have a slight fold down. I'm going to bring the hands up shoulder heights. Like we practiced before in single leg pose, we have a double leg rotation. We're going to rotate to the right and come back center. Now here's a little game for you. Try to avoid the hands moving independently of each other. We're going to keep them separated, shoulder width apart, and we're going to make the rotation from side to side. And why we do this, here's a little bit of therapy for the body. Let's take the heels and try to spiral them away from the center line. So we have an activation where? Right on your butt. Kirsten gets it. All right, come back center. Rotate the palms to face. Sweep the hands to the sky as you stand tall. As you inhale, prepare to exhale and fold. Step it back to plank. Push your chest towards the earth. Pull your butt up and back. Drive your heels to the earth. Take your left leg, raise it to the sky. Switch it for the right. Switch it for the left. And continue. Best you can, try to keep your hips and shoulders square. It's hip to be square. Excuse me. All right, everyone down dog it. Doggone it. Let's come back to high plank. Let's put our knees down and then walk our hands forward so we're down onto our forearms. Let's take our chest and push it through our shoulder capsules. We're in a nice plank position, tabletop back, and hips are up. That's how we get tabletop. And back of head, if it's fallen off the back line of the body, pull the head up to equal the height of your shoulders. Now, let your hips drop towards the earth. So it's kind of like a baby cobra, right? Now, instead of keeping those shoulders forward in the body's position, let's lower into the shoulders and then use the shoulder blades to pull the arms back. Take your belly button, pull it into your spine, and then keep that muscle activation real as you lift the hips. Let's hold on this for a second. While we're holding here, let's try to pull your elbows towards your knees and then slowly lower your hips back to the mat. Let's push the shoulders up and away from the earth. Let's sink back down into those shoulders. Make the chest proud this time. Keep the chest proud, hollow out the belly. I want you to try to feel the belly button being sucked in towards your spine. Keep that active. Keep it active. Lift your hips. Try to pull your elbows towards your knees. Something below the hips. All right, lift the knees this time. Boom, just amping it up a little bit. Lower the knees, lower the hips. Pull the back of the head high. Baby cobra. Nice. That nice muscle activation in the back. Let's take the left ear and try to rotate it towards the left shoulder. Come back up center and then go right side. Come back up center. Pull the back of the head to the sky. Hollow out that tummy. Make your chest nice and proud. Elevate the hips up off the mat. Keep pulling the belly button into the spine. Try to pull the elbows. I know we're almost done. Take the knees up off the mat. If you can, step hands back under shoulders. Pull the hips up and back to down dog.
Feel my arms from yesterday.
Step the feet forward. Keep folded as you inhale, extend to a flat back. Keep that back in extension. Drift your butt back until you feel most of the weight bearing in the heels. Take your arms, sweep them back, open your palms to face forward, and then tabletop. Just elevate the back ever so slightly. We want it parallel to your earth. Take the back of the head, pull it forward, and then lift it higher. Don't drop the chin. Don't let the chin extend forward. You should look at your pedicure and say, oh my goodness, looks really good today. Now take your thumbs, try to rotate them backwards. As you inhale, stand tall and sweep your arms all the way up. As you inhale, extend. As you exhale, let those hands descend over heart. If you're forward on the mat, that's good. If you're not, step forward and then step the left leg back. As we work to find a nice loading in the muscle, this is all relative to the angle forward that you're leaning. I'm going to do this without extension, with extension in the back. So we're going to avoid any flexion or rounding of the upper body. We want it nice and tall. Now interlock the fingers, extend the arms forward. Beautiful. Holding on this. If you can, raise the arms a little higher. Now, on the breath in, we're going to raise the arms. And on the exhale, we're going to sweep the elbows back, open the palms to face the sky as we release the fingers to do that, of course, right? Now, extend forward, interlock, and raise as you inhale. Exhale, you got the movement. Continue at your own pace. The key with these movements is not just to feel an effort in a certain spot, it's to feel stable through the whole body. And although we are definitely targeting a certain area of the body, which hopefully by now has started to burn a little, it's going to burn the most, but we should kind of feel it more through the whole body. Come forward, hold up, step the back foot forward, bring hands over heart. Oh, is that an oh? Take the opposite leg, step it back. Find straightness to the legs. Find that load in the leg by leaning forward with nice extension. Extend the arms forward. Just hold it here for a couple of seconds. Building the effort. Now, this is an opportunity to kind of set up stabilization, right? Kind of feel like, how do I have to be on my feet? How are the muscles for my legs active? How am I controlling my core? And once you got it, keep that connected, raise the arms. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbows pull back. Extend forward, interlock and raise. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep it going. Now, I don't feel cold anymore. How about you, Kirsten?
Not cool.
I'm sure everyone else is going in, and Val, Sue. All right, forward, up, hold. Hands over heart as you step the back leg forward. Oh, big ooh there. Inhale, extend those arms to the sky. Exhale, fold. Coming down to our mats, we're going to have a seat. That was such a graceful descent. That's what graceful looks like at 60.
You're not 60 yet.
Well,
2 more days, 3 more days.
I'm married. I turned 60 decades ago. Made
That's
me more,
not nice.
it just made me more mature. What do you mean? It is very nice.
Okay,
Let's
what are we
separate.
doing?
Sounds like we're playing the Bickersons. Let's extend the legs forward. Separate them about hip width apart. Now, if your toes are pointed, let's flex the feet. So we have nice angle, almost 90 degrees. We're going to do the same thing with the hips and the upper body. Watch. We're going to grow, 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 grow. Now we got 2 90 degrees, ankles, hips. Nice. Let's bring hands over heart. Staff pose. It's pretty boring.
It is.
It is. But it's so key to how to situate ourselves on our sit bones. In many cases, if we begin to fatigue, you'll notice that you tend to fall off a little bit. You roll off those, and the tailbone itself kind of tucks under a little bit. So I like you to try to rotate that whole pelvic girdle. This is dealing with a lot of the smaller muscles in and around that area that allow us to reposition. So we're working on a little bit of endurance strength just by sitting here like this.
And following as balance.
Now, adding on to this, hollow out the tummy. So let's pull it in towards the spine. And then let's draw the shoulders up to the ears. And then take your elbows and bring them back, let the hands release. And we're kind of like in our good mornings, what I call them, where we have a nice activation through the upper back, across the shoulder blades. Let's take the head, pull it to the sky. Now, hip flexors, those hip muscles right in the front, if they're burning a little bit, that's good.
You got a fist.
Yes. Now, extend the hands forward, open the palms to face, forearms and baby fingers touch. This is Kirsten's favorite thing, forearms and baby fingers touch. Oh, so we've externally rotated through the, your chest is too big, yeah. Now, draw the elbows back, make those hands into fists, turn the thumbs to the sky, proud the chest, grow the spine, pull the top of the head, nice. Hollow out the tummy. Keep all of that active as we bring the arms back forward, rotating palms to the sky, forearms and baby fingers connected, straighten out the arms. Try as best you can to bring straightness to them. Take your thumbs and try to spiral them towards the earth. Pull the elbows back, proud the chest. Grow the spine. And this time, let's bring hands over heart and Pilates style. So we're going to take it down one vertebrae at a time. This is what our body likes to do, right? When we sit, we round. So we're going to slowly come down, keeping those anterior muscles, the tummy active. Let's extend the hands all the way back. And this time, take the flexion out of the feet and bring extension. So we're going to extend the toes to point them away from the body. And then we're going to grow both sides. Sorry, grow the ends away from the center.
We get it.
You get it. Kirsten loves this pose. I thought I heard snoring for a second there. All right, let's pull the knees up and into the chest. Forehead up to meet the knees, and then rock and roll and come up to a seated position, legs crossed. Your preference. As you inhale, extend, keep the spine in extension, walk the hands forward. And then at a point of inflection, you'll know when you hit it, the spine will want to flex. So let it do so. Let it relax. Let's walk those hands back in. We're still going to show a little kindness to the body, but we're just going to do that by crossing the legs the opposite way. Left side, right side, all sides, good sides. Walk it forward. And let's walk that back in. With your legs crossed this time. Let's walk up the body so you're onto your knees. And then just like you would with a kickstand, let's take the legs, the lower legs, kick them out. Now you're back on all fours. How awesome is that? So awesome. That was like a big magic trick and no one appreciated it. Let's step it back to plank. Pull up and back to down dog. Up to the tippy toes. Drive down to the heels.
Do that a couple more times.
So fun because it's so cold. I'm sliding on this mat. So sticky.
Hold into the down dog. Pull your tailbone higher to the sky. Raise your right leg. Step it up and in between the hands. Step it back. Pull up and back to down dog. Take the left leg, lift it. Step it. Step it back. Pull up and back to down dog. Right side. You got the movement. Step. Step it back, down dog. Left leg. Left step. Step it back. You got it. Keep it going. One more time each side. Right side. And left side. Nice. Now come down onto all fours. Reposition. Widen it out. Take your knees to the width of the mat. Bring the ball of each big toe and heel together, heel of each foot. Draw the hips back. Wiggle it from side to side. And then hold as you walk the hands forward, coming into a modified child's pose. With the forearms up off the mat, gives us a little better opportunity to find a little more rotation through those shoulder blades of ours. And this is how we're going to accomplish it. You take the back of the head, pull it forward, lift it up, and keep it active. Then we're going to take our chest and push it closer to the earth. The reason we have our forehead up off the mat is because we've activated that chain. And if your forehead is touching, try to activate a little more lift to the back of the head. Try to push the chest forward ever so slightly more. And then when you're ready, come back onto all fours. Float the knees, turn them into the center line, pull your hips up and back to down dog, and step your feet forward. Keep folded as you inhale, extend to a flat back. Keep the back in extension as you bend the knees. Walk the palms onto the shins. If the elbows are interiorly rotated, rotate them exteriorly. Push the palms and extend the spine. Now, really make an effort to keep about a 90-degree bend in the knees. And then we're going to unhinge through the hips. It's okay for the palms to slide and release. Let's do so. Bring the hands backwards. Open the fingers widely. Make the chest proud. As you inhale, sweep the arms forward and bring them all the way to the sky. Squat down a little lower. Inhale, extend. Keep those arms reaching to the sky. If we're extending, we're coming all the way up to salute the sun. We're not folding down. We're squatting down. Lower those strong butt muscles. We're bending through those hips, extending through the spine, keeping the arms in extension. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, lower. Get as low as you can. How low can you sink to new lows today? Get it down. Come back up. Such a great posterior chain exercise. As you inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. Fill the lungs with air as you come down. Exhale, stand tall. Fold it down. Step it back. Sorry, sit it down. And lay it down.
Like that.
Oh, yeah, the laying down part's pretty good. You know, if there's one thing you can get good at, it's laying down.
You need to do that. Nice.
You know, I don't think we practiced that. Well, actually, I did 8 hours last night. All right, so let's step your feet closer to your butt. Yeah, we're going to stretch. We're going to take our right leg, cross it over the left. We're going to hinge on the ball of that left foot and the heel of that left foot as we use the right leg to guide that left knee towards the earth. That left hip is going to pull up off the earth. That's fine. Let's reach the left hand into the sky. Now we're adding on right over the hip, across the rib cage, up and into the shoulder. I don't feel the stretch so much into my fingertips, but I can definitely feel it over the hips, up and in towards my shoulder. Hopefully you're feeling the same. I'm going to take my gaze to the fingertips and try to grow long through the whole side body. Oh my goodness, how wonderful is that? Come back up with that knee. Switch up the legs. Same thing, opposite side. You get to guide. I'm a poet and didn't know it. Oh boy, take that right hand, reach it to the sky, angle it back diagonally. Take the gaze of the eyes to the fingertips. From the knee to the fingertips, try to grow longer. Take a couple more breaths. Come back up, uncross, reset, lengthen out by extending the legs forward, extending the arms all the way back. Proud the chest. As you keep the chest proud, working with gravity is always a good thing to do. Let's take your navel, your belly, the whole belly, and try to draw it in towards the spine. So this is your hollowing out sensation.
Feel skinny.
Yes, I feel skinny. This took 20 pounds off my waistline. Work on the growing. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, let everything just kind of fall down to where it feels good. Move your arms and feet in position. Let's slightly roll your head from side to side. Slowly, right? We're not trying to get dizzy, just nice and slow. Try to increase the range of motion. Come back center. One last time. We're going to pull our knees up and into the chest. We're going to rock and roll front to back. Come up to a seated position. Grow that spine nice and long. Let's bring your hands over heart so I can thank you for your great participation today. I appreciate you joining us. Have a great Sunday. Namaste.
Namaste. High five.
High five.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
We miss seeing your beautiful faces.
We miss you, ladies. Yeah. Hope you're doing well. And that you enjoy this class.